Hello, everyone. How are you? Great. I'm back in action. So, I am Yvette McQueen, MD, and I'm here to tell you about traveling during this COVID era. So, who am I? A global physician on a mission to educate about health, travel wellness, and disease prevention. So, I help you travelers to stay healthy and safe while traveling. And today I'm going to talk about traveling during this COVID era. We are not out the pandemic. It looks good. We're not out yet. So traveling during this COVID era, what you should do, we're back to traveling. Airports are busy. We're going through spring break. A lot of people are out there traveling. And I just want you to stay very healthy while you are, because believe it or not, COVID is still around, even though they're no longer, broadcasting every day, but the numbers are still there. And as an emergency physician, yes, I'm still seeing it. And I'm seeing more influenza now too, as people start to remove their mask. So actually these techniques, tips, whatever for traveling healthy is great for anything. So not just COVID. Look at that. So during this COVID era, I just want to let you know that many states in the United States, many countries have relaxed their mask mandates. They've relaxed their testing entering into their country. So you need to always know what your destination is requiring. Always know that. What your destination requires. Just go to their website, Ministry of Health, Health Department, find out what the requirements are of the city, state, or country that you're going to. And that will just save you a lot of time and information, particularly if you have to do pre-health forms, or make sure you're carrying your vaccination card if you're traveling internationally. Because even though they have relaxed the mask mandates, they're still requiring showing vaccination cards on, say, the trains in Europe and things like that. So make sure you do that. So to stay safe and healthy, we all say vaccination, vaccinate. So, of course, if you don't want to choose not to vaccinate, because there are those, then just know to take other precautions. And one of those is to mask up. I say mask up in large crowds, and in situations where you're unsure of what's going on. Also, if you've researched and that city, country has a higher than a 10% positivity rate, then I suggest you mask up indoors and in crowds. That will keep you safe. Yes, sometimes it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's irritating. Just by 2 years in, we should know what mask works for our own selves, but it will keep you safe. Mask, a little irritation for a couple hours versus laying in ICU. I say mask up if you're not vaccinated. Two, I said before, research your destination, know your surroundings, know where you're going to be, what you're going to be, people you're comfortable with, particularly as you eating and drinking, of course, because you're taking it off. Are you comfortable with that crowd? Are you comfortable with those people? If not, consider alternate eating outside. Make sure there's good ventilation. And like I said, it's not just for COVID, influenza, it's out there. 2 weeks ago, I diagnosed more influenza than I did COVID. So it's still out there. Three, as we travel and we move about, don't mask shame. Don't mask shame. So, people can wear masks. You can, or you can choose not to wear masks. So just as with the vaccination, when people say my body, my choice of wearing a mask. So I was somewhere this weekend in the wonderful travel world of Atlanta. And I was in an environment, and it's probably about 50 people there, and three of us did have a mask on. No one said, why are you wearing it? Take it off. They just talk to you like they normally do. And if you're comfortable wearing a mask, think about it. Prior to COVID, the Asian countries or the Southeast Asian countries, they wore masks, typically in environment due to smog and other things. We never said anything about it. We never mass shame anybody. So don't shame anybody because they choose to be protecting their own self by wearing a mask. Okay. So don't mask shame. And I want to let you know, as of April 18th, the mask mandate will expire for TSA, FAA guidelines. I know on the planes. I don't know about an airport because that's a government, the transportation system. So we know it's planned to expire April 18th, but keep keep a watch because they may change that. They may change that. Okay, 4, cleanliness. So just cleanliness helps with everything, all viruses and bacteria. Remember to wash your hands if you're touching doorknobs and handles and suitcases, anything. Wash your hands. If you can't wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. We've all into it. Let it evaporate. Try to, if you're touching those other things and haven't had a chance to clean your hands, try to avoid touching like your nose, your mouth, and your eyes, because that's how you transmit the virus to yourself after you've touched public objects. Remember to, if you're coughing and sneezing, cough in the tissue in the middle of your arm, let's see, what's this? The elbow crease, so that it's not spraying. I was in the airport and I actually saw someone with a mask on. She pulled the mask down, coughed, and pulled the mask back up. That's not helpful. So manage your own coughs and sneeze, okay? And then 5, make sure you're boosting your immunity. One of the great things about your body is it protects yourself. So if your immunity is actually working good, it can actually fight off the germs, viruses that actually present to you. How do you boost your immunity? Some people take supplements, your daily vitamins. Check with your physician before you start taking things, because we don't want medications to interfere. Make sure you're getting adequate sleep while you're traveling. That's it. Sleep before. Take naps. It's okay to tour. Take naps. That's good. Make sure you're getting your adequate sleep, and make sure you're getting adequate hydration. 1/2 your body weight in ounces of water per day if you're not on a fluid restriction. Once again, check with your private physician regarding that. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some tips for traveling during this COVID era. So get out there, enjoy life, and travel. Once again, Yvette McQueen, MD. I'm available as a concierge travel medicine physician. So if you have travel needs while you're traveling, particularly internationally, Dr. Travel 911 is here for you. I can be hit up at drtravel911.com. And make sure you see that down there, healthytraveltips.com. I usually keep updated, just updated it again. Make sure you, some of the things I said today, and some actually extra in there about healthy travel tips to keep you healthy. Download that PDF and stay safe and travel well. Ciao for now. Peace and love.